And rule number 2 is a no-brainer. You want to minimize laughter. First rule, minimize coughing. The second rule, eliminate laughing until the cough is gone. You just want to keep from doing anything that's going to make you cough. Any kind of breathing in. If you breathe, you're going to cough. Now, if you start laughing when you got this cough and you start to cough, you get a chain reaction. Cough from the laugh, you're not going to stop coughing for a little while. In fact, I almost thought I was going to pass out. I thought I was going to suffocate. Catch my breath, I was coughing so much. I'm not going to be laughing anytime soon. I watched this new series, well, it's not new, but it's a new series for me. I've never seen it. It's called White Lotus, and it's pretty damn good. It's funny, and it's, drama. I mean, I started laughing on that one thing in the first season. I couldn't stop. I was holding my breath, so I was coughing so hard, and I couldn't catch my breath. By the time I was able to stop coughing, I was dizzy. I was almost passed out. I was dizzy and my head was spinning around, and I wasn't breathing there for the whole 3 minutes, I think, that I was coughing. Except to catch my breath quickly. Like when you're drowning and you stick your head up above the water real quick, you grab yourself a little breath of air. I was able to do that 2 times to keep from dying, I guess, basically. I had to breathe. I couldn't breathe, but I had to, so I figured out a way to do it. In the form of tickling the throat, you're done. So minimize coughing, eliminate laughing, and anything else that's going to make you cough. Because coughing with this cold is a no-no. I had this cold, this specific cough, about 30 years ago, I think I recall, and it was terrible then. In fact, I remember when I had it, I was walking with a friend of mine down the street. I couldn't stop coughing. He said, "Why do you keep coughing?" I said, "I can't stop." Oh, wait. And I remember telling myself at that time, 30 years ago, like it was yesterday, I said to myself, I hope I never get this cough again. I hope I never get it again, because it sucks. It doesn't go away. And I got better to the point where I could go out and have a good time with my friends. I didn't feel sick at all, but I was still coughing. Cough lasted probably, I don't know, a good 6 months. Maybe not that long. I just remember I was coughing every day for a long, the sickness, it comes and goes. Cough just doesn't go away. It stays there the whole time. Here I got it again. I know it's the same thing, and I'm treating it a little bit differently this time. Back then, I was at an age where I had to go out on weekends and I had to party, no matter what I was doing. That's the way it was, because I was a party guy, and I had to go on the weekends to party. That's the way we were conditioned. Every weekend you go out and you have fun, whether you want to or not. Well, I did. I was on the weekends every weekend, and I had fun. Now, when I realized I had this cough again 30 years later, I said, oh shit, I'm going to be coughing for another 8 months or 6 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever. I'm going to try to do what I need to do so I don't have to keep coughing all that time. Still, I'm coughing. Every day it gets a little bit less and less, a little bit better. That's a good thing. How to get rid of it. You don't want to go out and do too many things that are going to make you cough. Just going out and stressing yourself, drinking, alcohol, anything that's going to keep you from resting and getting better. As kids, as youngsters, we don't rest. Tell ourselves we'll rest when we're dead, and pretty much that's what we're going to be doing. But I didn't rest anyway. I don't recall resting too much when I was young. If I was time to go out with my friends, I went. If I was at the tail end of a cold or a flu, if I was well enough to go, I went. I had fun, whether I wanted to or not. Usually I wanted to. Sometimes I might not have. But anyway, still had fun, even though I didn't really want to. So there.
Ha ha ha.